Hello everyone, welcome to Lesson 11. Today we focus on dairy and dairy-derived products. Dairy is one of the most in-demand imported food categories in Vietnam, but it also comes with strict regulatory, sanitary, logistic, and market preference requirements. In this lesson, I will share insights based on more than 10 years of working with dairy exporters. The dairy market in Vietnam is growing rapidly. Demand continues to rise due to urbanization, higher incomes, and strong consumer trust in imported dairy products. In fact, in 2024, dairy imports reportedly exceeded $1 billion, with powdered milk and processed dairy being the most common imports. This means there is real opportunity for exporters who can meet quality and compliance expectations. However, dairy is also one of the most regulated food categories. Powdered and instant milk products require pre-import declaration or product self-announcement before the first shipment. For liquid dairy, such as UHT milk, pasteurized milk, yogurt, or fresh cheese, the imported lot can be subject to quarantine and food safety inspection upon arrival. Import duties, VAT, certificates of origin, and in some cases sanitary or veterinary documentation are also required. Logistics are another key consideration. Shelf-stable dairy, such as milk powder or UHT long-life milk, does not require cold chain, which simplifies shipping. But perishable dairy products must maintain consistent cold chain from origin to destination. Without strict temperature control, products risk spoilage, rejection, or loss of shelf life. Reliable supply chain planning is essential. In the Vietnamese market, dairy exporters also face competition. Domestic producers continue to grow, and imported products compete both on quality and on pricing. Consumers pay close attention to origin, safety, and brand trust. This means your products must demonstrate clear value, whether through premium quality, specialized nutrition, organic positioning, or competitive pricing. Here is what I recommend for exporters entering the Vietnamese dairy market. First, choose your product type carefully. Shelf-stable dairy is generally easier, while fresh dairy requires cold chain. Second, prepare compliance documentation early, including product announcement, sanitary certificates when required, HS classification, and correct labeling. Third, work with a local importer experienced in dairy import procedures. Fourth, evaluate your supply chain capacity, especially temperature-controlled logistics for perishable items. Fifth, position your products clearly in the market and understand your target segments. And finally, test the market with small shipments before scaling up, and keep monitoring regulations and trade agreement updates. In the next lesson, Lesson 12, we will explore meat, poultry, and livestock-derived products, another highly regulated but high-potential category. Thanks for joining Lesson 11. I hope this session helps you better understand how to approach dairy exports to Vietnam. See you in the next lesson.